Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we got ourselves a banger daily market news analysis. What is up? What is up? How's everyone feeling out of 10? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure you guys are spamming that like button, hitting that share so other people can spam that like button, y'all. All right, let's get into it. As of the time of recording, Bitcoin currently sitting at $103,000, $103,600. We've had a big move where we are extremely oversold, and when we get in these levels, I've talked about this some. It doesn't necessarily we're gonna make a new all-time high or anything like that. That is not necessarily what it means. But every time we get this oversold and then we get across to the upside like we have just gotten, what we do see though, going all the way back to 2021 is like 9 times out of 10, the 28-day bottom is already in, and you get a minimum of a 10% move from there. So the worst I could find was an 8% move, but most of the time it was upwards of, 30, 40, 100%. But 10% was the base minimum move that you get when you get this oversold plus a cross to the upside. That'd be about 109,000, 107,000, somewhere in there. And then we can reevaluate. But right now we are following pretty perfectly the fractal that we've been talking a lot about. Bitcoin dominance. By the way, there was lots of confusion on this. There was lots of confusion on my beard bed and all this and that. This is the bet. So let me be crystal clear, because people are like, oh my God, we lost 103. I was referring to 103 as the critical number that I was concerned about getting a daily body close below that, which, by the way, we haven't even gotten. So a lot of people were like badgering me in my DMs about that. So in the video, that's what I was referring to. But you can clearly see in the video, I reference at the end, I'm referencing the tweet multiple times here. I think this is it over here. Oh, yeah, here you go. So this is put out first. Daily body candle below 95K between now and December 2nd, and I will shave my beard. And I'm a man of my word. If we get that, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to shave my beard. But that's the number. Daily body candle below $95,000. By the way, we haven't even gotten a daily body candle below 103. So the hilarious part is everyone was ready to crucify me yesterday as they were all capitulating. However, when we look at the daily body, like I'm on the daily chart right now, just so everyone can see, on the daily right now, 106 is the top of it, 102.2 is the bottom, and the day before that, 109 was the top, 103.7 was the bottom. So even though people wanted to crucify me yesterday, we didn't even lose it yesterday, is the hilarious thing. We didn't even lose 103 yesterday, let alone 95K. But check it out. If we get 95K before December 2nd, guess what? I will come on here like a man and pay my debts like a man. I'll do it live. I'll shave my beard because I think that the bottom is in. Fear is at not an all-time high, but we're at a 7-month low on fear. We're up slightly today, 27 according to alternative.me, but we were just at 21. Which is the lowest that we've been since the April crash. I think actually even a little bit lower than the April crash. CMC has us, I believe, at 24 today, which we were just at 20 yesterday, which is a 7-month low for CMC. So very, very oversold on the RSI, very, very much maximum fear, maximum pain. I'm seeing it in my comments. I'm seeing it on my live streams. People are real deal capitulating to a level that I have not seen for a while. For sure, they were waiting. Not a wick. That's right, not a wick. $95,000. $95,000 daily body close. I will come on here like a man and I will shave my beard because I think that the bottom's in. I bet my beard many times, and guess what? My beard keeps growing. The beard keeps growing. The market makers are very afraid of the beard. They know not to mess with the beard. Let's talk about Solana and Ethereum, because I'm actually even a bit more bullish. So I think that, we've talked. I'll do this one more time. I'll give you guys a rough sort of walkthrough on Bitcoin. When you get to these levels, one of the many reasons that I'm bullish right here is on the 5-hour chart, how oversold we are. We're in the teens. We're down at 12, which is even lower than the October 10th move that we had, even lower than that, even more fear and pain even than that. Even though the price isn't necessarily lower, it is more fear, it is more pain. So this is the lowest that we've been since February on the 5-hour chart. Okay, but every time you get this overbought or oversold, you have every time a minimum of a 10% move all the way back to like 2020 for Bitcoin. So here's an example. Oversold, cross the upside. I'll just do like the last 3, and then you get the idea. We had a move of 12%. Okay, we'll just do a couple more of being like super overbought. Here's another one where I keep saying overbought, oversold, and this was like 100% move. Even the February crash, we went lower, but check it out. Like the local 28-day low was already in. And guess what? You did a 21% move to the upside. So even if it's like, just pure capitulation, here's some other times. Like I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. And then we're not going to do this all day. But you get the idea. So 24% move after being extremely oversold on the 5-hour chart. Here's, you had a 30% move over here. You had a, it doesn't necessarily mean, like I said, this indicator right here, 28% move, it doesn't necessarily mean that we'll never go lower again. That's not what that means. Although, you can make that argument. But what it does mean, high probability is, and the reason that I bet my beard, the 28-day low is in. And we're going to get probably at least a 10% move from the bottom of this, which was, you would say was 99 or 98, whatever the case may be. So that would put us at about 107, 109, somewhere in there, minimum. And then we can reevaluate from there. But that being said, I am way more bullish on, if you guys have already seen my Ethereum videos that I dropped today, I'm way more bullish on Ethereum and Solana right now, because we have a really clean setup, and the setup is the 7-wave crashing structure in Elliott wave. Now, most of the time in Elliott wave, Elliott wave theory, you have 5 waves up or down, followed by an ABC correction. Okay, and then you have waves within waves, right? So that's the most common, is the 5-wave. But what you do see a lot of times, especially like at capitulation and maximum pain, maximum fear, you see 7 waves to the downside. And this marks a bottom, every time. So if it's confirmed, and I'll give you my criteria of what confirms it. I'll give you my criteria of what invalidates it. All of that. So 7 waves to the downside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the confluence is the RSI being oversold with the bullish divergence on that. So when you get really oversold like this, plus it's a bullish divergence, plus the 7 waves to the downside, it makes me think that this was the crashing structure. And something like this is what we would anticipate coming out of here. In the first impulse move, we should get a pretty violent move back above 3,800 and hold this. We need to get back in this trading range. If we only go up to like 35 or 3,600 and get rejected, that would invalidate it. Also, getting below this body close here. Again, daily body close. Y'all need to understand the difference between a wick and a body close, because y'all don't understand where the price is versus where the structure is are different things. And on my channel, I measure structure. I don't measure wicks, because I understand a wick is like Barry Sanders. Whoop. It's like Allen Iverson. Whoop. You know what I mean? So that's what it is, and it's what happens all the time. It's a fake out. So I don't look at wicks like that. You know, they're not. I'm not gonna say they're nothing, but I'm looking at structure. On my channel, I will measure structure always. I don't care if it's positive or negative. I'm gonna measure structure. So what is the structural thing for Ethereum that would invalidate it? It would be about a 3,200 daily body close. Below 3,200 would invalidate this, and it would mean either A, this thesis is wrong, or B, wave 7 is not complete. So both of those would be an option. But I think I would give this a very, very high probability, and I'm going to be looking to long Ethereum here, at least getting this impulse wave here for sure. I've already put this out in my group chat, what it is. And then Solana looks very, very clean as well. Solana looks cleaner, actually, than even Ethereum. Solana looks very, very clean, which is funny because guess what? There's 19 pending Solana ETFs. What cannot be approved while the government is shut down? The 19 pending ETF approvals. Okay? 19 pending ETF approvals cannot be approved while the government is shut down. It just cannot. Where is my Solana chart? Where's my snare? Where are you? Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share. Oh, my camera just died. 1 second. All right, we're so back. We're so back. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share. Let's get into Solana. Solana has an even cleaner 7-wave crashing structure than even Ethereum. Ethereum's is pretty damn clean. Don't get it twisted. But Solana's is pretty textbook. Okay. So we're at 162 right now. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. Enough. Extremely oversold. Bullish divergence happening again. We got all the way to 24. Oh, this is the daily. Let me go on the 5-hour here. Look how oversold this is. All the way down to 12. And we've had a cross to the upside. And again, cross the upside, when you get this oversold, you get an impulse move from there. It doesn't mean that you won't make a new low, but just this indicator right here. Just this indicator. Here's one tool you can add to your toolbox. Okay? When you see on a 5-hour time frame getting massively oversold like this, and then you get across to the upside, you typically get, it doesn't mean necessarily that the bottom is in, but what it typically means is 9 times out of 10, the 28-day low is already in, and you can go back and look for yourself. Like, don't just take my word for it. Go back and go all the way back to like 2020 and look at these charts and see how they behave when this happens. You'll see what I'm saying is true. And then you get a minimum of a 10 to, you know, sometimes 100+% move off of that impulse there. So again, we'll just do a couple with Solana, but cross to the upside over here being extremely oversold. The 4-wave was 24%. Like, that's money in the bank right there, 24%. You don't need it to be this crazy, you know, move. Extremely oversold, cross to the upside. Wave 2 of this was another 24%. I'll do a couple more just to drive the point home. The April crash as well was the last time we were this oversold. And what'd you get for Solana? A 94% move. That's money in the bank, y'all. That's money in the bank, y'all. But this is what we would expect. Getting somewhere 210 would be this full wave here. 210, 220, or excuse me, 215 would be the first wave out of this. If this were to hold true, 7-wave impulse, you get a correction probably back to 180, somewhere in there. You don't want it to be more than, you know, 70% from this. So you don't want a 70% correction, or you don't want to lose 70% of the gains. So all that would be fine. And then again, the invalidation would be 140, 149 daily body close below there would invalidate this. Again, it would mean that either A, this isn't what we're doing, or B, the wave 7 is not finished. I have a hard time believing that because we've already had a across the upside being extremely oversold. This would have us, the third wave would have you testing the all-time highs, and you would ultimately end up with the fifth wave of, 350, 420 for both of those. So, there you guys go. That's my thoughts on the market right now. I am very, very bullish. I don't bet my beard for fun. Every time I bet my beard has been safe. That does not mean that, someday I'm sure I'll be wrong. I'm sure of it because I'm a human being, but sir, you said below 100K. No, I didn't. Go watch the video. I promise you. Promise you on my mama I didn't say that. Promise you. Not a wick. We didn't get a daily body close. What's up, my G? I love somebody say this is the bottom. Who is saying that besides me? Like, name 3 creators that is saying that this is the bottom. 50K, here we go. Name 3 people that are saying that this is the bottom. Who has the cojones to say it's the bottom? In the midst of the biggest liquidation ever, in the midst of massive capitulation. I have not seen this level of capitulation since the April crash. Before that, I haven't seen this level of capitulation since the Japan rate cuts. Who? Don't just throw out everybody's saying. No, they're not. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I promise you they're not saying that. You take a look, take a peep at my comments. I promise you they're not saying. Like, who is saying that? Nobody. Nobody. If you don't think it's the bottom, like, that's fine. You could say that. You could say, I don't think it's the bottom. And guess what? You're in the camp of everybody else. There is nobody claiming that this is the bottom. Promise you that. I'm 67, 88, please. Is now a good time to go heavy and so on? I think so. Not only is it doing the exact same structure, so I don't have it lined up here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, same thing. Same crashing structure on Solana, and you have the macro Wyckoff accumulation. This would be your spring, which it looks like this. So I don't know that you're going to get a better, like, literally, I don't think you're going to get a better price. Do what your rent can handle. Do whatever you think is best for you, your family, whatever the case may be. But, yeah, I don't think you're going to get a better price. That is my personal opinion. So this is where I think that we just did. 3 beard bets. There is a beard bet for Solana. By the end of the bull market, $75 million market cap, or I will shave my beard. And that's also, so 95K daily body close for Bitcoin too. Would suffice for that too, because I would be conceding that that was it. But I'm not doing that right now. Scoot and ski, only use ski. You still bullish? I am more bullish right in this second than I have been in a long, long time. I bet my beard yesterday. I don't just do that for fun. I don't just do it for fun. Doesn't mean that I will be right. I could be wrong. It happens. But I got a winning streak on my beard, and I intend to keep that going. We're in distribution phase on Wyckoff. Okay, what's that mean then? Sure. What does that mean then? Yeah, I bet my beard. 95K. We will not get a daily body close below 95K before December 2nd. So the bet is no longer on December 3rd. Before December 2nd, or I will shave my beard. So here's the bet. I'll pull it up for you. This was yesterday, so there's 27 days left. November 4th at 2:46 p.m. I said new beard bet has dropped. 28-day low is in for Bitcoin. I'm giving myself wiggle room for wicks because y'all don't understand this part. Y'all do not understand this part. Y'all do not understand the Wix part. You think that where the price is where the structure is. They're not the same. We're not built the same. Okay? Daily body candle, not a wick. Daily body candle. Say it with me. Put it in the chat. Is it a wick or is it a daily body candle? Daily body candle below 95K between now and December 2nd, and I will shave my beard. We'll see you without a beard someday. Someday you will. That's not fair. You're going to get wicked. Well, that's why I'm giving myself room for wicks. Because guess what? I don't count the structure of wicks. Y'all, I know y'all do because y'all capitulate off of wicks, but I don't. Because I understand how this market moves. So you expect a wick below? No, I don't expect it. But I understand that it's a volatile market, and I'm not going to shave it if I'm right about the structure. But we wicked below to grab some liquidity. I'm not going to shave it off of that. If I have the right move and we go to the top of the range again, no. But I don't expect a daily body close below there. Does your wife prefer with or without the beard? She prefers me without the beard, actually. She prefers me with like a 2-week or like a 1-month beard. Bottoms in, buckle up. Ski, what up, bro? You seal you for in Q4. We'll see. Now that we're starting to approach the top, are you able to give bear market price for Bitcoin? Do you think we'll get down to I think 90K is possible for bear market. 85K. I don't think that there's a chance in a snowball's chance in hell that we're getting below 50K though. I'll tell you all that right now. Even in the worst possible, like I'm just laughably wrong. Are you longing soul at these levels? I have put out a scenario to the Telegram. I will be looking to take some action on that. Ski is a contrarian crypto investor, much like I am a contrarian stock investor. And I bet you are a profitable stock investor. I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet if you do what you say you do, that you are a profitable stock investor. Cliff selling. Clarify with beard bet. What are you saying, bro? XRP. We'll talk about XRP. We'll talk about XRP. When Ski bets beard, I believe it. I bet the beard. I bet the beard, bro. The beard is on the line. Where can I join your Telegram group? The Telegram group is for people that book consultations with me, and or people that get 2 NFTs. Retail is done. Let me know any single market, my brother. Any market where retail leads. Let me know. Any market. I believe you when you say that retail is done. Hedge funds. LaunchMyNFT.io. Search hedge funds. 2 NFTs from hedge funds get you lifetime access. Any news on the casino? Yeah, we're still working it. We're still working it. Still being developed. Listen, and I've said this 100 times. Every product that we're developing for Solnic is still being worked on. I've said this 100 times, and I'll say it 110 times. I'll say it 1,000 times. I would rather be late and correct, meaning the development is good. There's not flaws that can be exposed. I'd rather be late and good than on time and not. And I will make that sacrifice every single time. Every single time. Doge chart. Top 3 crypto you like. Give me like market cap, Abdul. There's a million different cryptos. Like, give me some criteria. Like, what do I like? Do I like ROI? Do I like long term? Do I like is it a large cap? Is it a mid cap? Is it a small cap? Is it the technology? Is it the like, give me some criteria there. Make it a bit more specific, and I'll give you 3. Make it a bit more specific, and I will. Large cap. So Bitcoin is number 1 for sure. Like, Bitcoin is the only, like, you put. There's certain things I can't say, but if you hold me down and you twist my arm, we'll say it like that. You twist my arm and say, what is here 20 years from now? There's only one coin I know for sure. It's Bitcoin. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, but I am a mostly. It is the largest portion of my portfolio. It's the main thing that I'm trading. What up, Ski? So Bitcoin would be number 1. Let's do crypto bubbles. Probably Solana would be number 2. And we'll just say top 20 coins for large cap. Oh, probably Hedera for number 3. Maybe Chainlink. So for large caps, those are my favorite. I give you 4. Favorite indicator, ski camping. That's a good one. ICP's ripping. Indubitably. I still got a ways to go. I'm curious what the market cap is. I mean, that looks like a spring. It's getting to be, it's up 2.5x. It's getting to be a bit overbought on the 5-hour. But not crazy. What I would like to see, though, is it rip all the way back in this range and then back test it and hold that. Then you would say that this is a spring if that's the case. For sure, that's a spring. Selling climax, secondary test in phase B, spring. That would be beautiful if we could get that. Even right now where we're at, if we were to get rejected, it would be fine if you just hold in here. That would be fine. Do you know why it's ripping so much? Because it dumped so much. How you feeling about Solnic right now? I'm feeling fantastic about Solnic. There will never be a point where I just stop developing Solnic. Okay? Yeah, we've done amazing things, and I am pumped to do even more amazing things. We're scheduled to finish the documentary spring of 2026. That's going to be a big ad for all the products that we're building. We're building some amazing products. And I'm pumped to continue to develop and to continue to make more and more cool stuff to bring as much value to you guys as I can. That's what it's about. Thoughts on Zora? I like AVAX. Love the channel and love your charting. I'm still bullish for the run. But you have gone on X and seen how negative everyone is. The sentiment just seems so bad at this point. I don't get it. Will, that's music to my ears. Listen, I want you to report back when it's positive. Okay? I want you to report back on CT, Crypto Twitter, when it's positive. You don't want to be on the side of everyone else. That's the wrong side. This idea that retail leads anything is a fallacy. ROI for Bitcoin or gold. I am shorting gold actively, profitably, legendarily. I have sold 40% of my gold. I would absolutely not be buying gold here. I publicly put out October 16th, I am selling 40% of my gold. I have a tweet. Come on now. Look at this. We haven't went higher for a day. Y'all better follow me on Twitter, man. We have not went higher for a day. October 16th. 2025. I am selling 40% of my gold today. You want to talk about being overbought? Gold is overbought. You want to know what's been stealing the lunch money? It's been gold. You know what happened August of 2020? Gold topped and pulled back. And then you know what happened after August of 2020? You tell me. You tell me. I am selling 40% of my gold today. I tweeted this out October 16th, 2025. And not only have I sold 40% of my gold, but I have actively been shorting gold. And I've been making a killing. What do you think? Quant moves up today? I don't know about today, bro. I like Quant long term. Is it better all in Solnic or Solana? Listen, I'm biased, but my conviction is Solnic. For sure. Unequivocally. What do you think would be a good swing on gold? I've been shorting gold. I plan to short gold every day. Every time that we get a bounce, I am shorting gold back to here. When we get back to the, back in here, I'm done shorting gold. So 3,500. That's the same exact thing that happened last time. All right. So what happened? You had your big C19 spring. Gold goes absolutely parabolic, gets overbought. 90 plus on the RSI. And then it corrects back down to the prior range. All right, let's zoom in and see what happens. So y'all tell me what happened between August of 2020 and when did it bottom out? January of 2022. Y'all tell me what happened during that time. Y'all tell me what happened. I'm telling you that's what just happened. We just started the correction back down to the prior range here. We overcomplicate everything. But that's where it's going to go. It's going to come back down here. It's going to reaccumulate. And it's going to make another high later. We have not been QT for a while. I don't care about none of that stuff. What I care about is this is the most, when we look on the gold chart, I'm going to go to the monthly chart. This is the most overbought gold has been since 1979. I don't care about none of that. 1979, gold has not been this overbought. Not a week ago, not a day, not an hour ago, not the 5-minute chart, not the 12-minute chart, not the 30-minute chart, not the 1 hour, not the 5 hour, not the daily, not the 3-day, 5-day, weekly, 2-week, the monthly chart, bro. Gold has not been this overbought since 1979. Gold has topped. Bro, you see my tweet? I can't fabricate this. Look, if I pull it left or right, guess what? It stays where I tweeted it. It has the hour and the time when I tweeted it. It's all the same. Okay, yeah, sure. Did we have a bull? Were they QT in 2017? Let me know. Were they QT in 2017? Let me know. You tell me, bro. Was this QT? Was this QE? Was the Fed printing money here? Nope. They were not. $17X. Silver's at a big level right now, $50. My macro target is $78 for silver, but as we saw from Ethereum, getting above the all-time high, that's literally a 50-year resistance for silver. So $50 is a 50-year resistance. My macro target is $78 for silver, though. But it could take a while. This isn't even the right chart. So we got rejected last time here. I don't think this... So this has been 3... Let's go on the 2 weeks so you can probably see it. You know, I wouldn't say that this is a clean breakout just yet, but you can see clearly that's a big level. It's a very big level for silver. We'll make it nice and clean. And I love silver. I love silver. Silver's my favorite thing to buy. I love it. I love silver. It's my favorite. Ski, do you have a replay of this to watch? Yes, on YouTube. YABOYSKEY. I'm live there right now. But also all of my live streams live there. So if you miss it on TikTok, no worries. Subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Thank you for the $4.99 donation, bro.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
He says, Ski, my brother, can you look at AIOZ and tell me what you think? Pretty oversold on the 3-day here. I don't love that we lost this level here. But you're still on a lot of support over here. Where did we get on the daily here? Bullish divergence. Price is going down as the RSI is going up. That's a good sign. How oversold did we get on the 5-hour? We got extremely oversold. Down to the 10. If you can get back up in this range here, 35 cents, you could definitely classify this as a spring here. Thanks, bro. I got 10 ounces today on trade. Nice. Listen, I love silver. Silver's my favorite. But I am concerned about these levels, especially, like, I think that silver trades with gold, and I know that gold is overbought. I know gold is overbought, for sure. So, you know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you sweet nothings and be like, oh, yeah, it's fine. Silver is my favorite thing to buy, but I think, you know, $50 is a very big level. Quant, slight moves up. Any thought? I like Quant. Quant's a solid coin. 3 to 8x. I win my bet with Alex. 3 to 5x by the end of December. Okay. I'll give you an if-then statement. How about that? I'll give you an if-then statement. And are you going to win your bet with Alex? 3 to 5x by December. You have, by the end of December, that's like what, 50 plus days, 58 days? A lot can happen in 58 days. A lot can happen in 58 days. Let me give you an if-then, though. Right? We'll start with Ethereum. We'll just do Ethereum. It's fine. So, if this thesis is correct and we start getting back to the top of the range, I think you will be proven right. If it's not correct, then no. Mr. 103, can you check out Mana? Listen, y'all. I said it once. I said it 670 times. The number was 95K. The reason I was saying 103, let me just clarify for everybody, because they were on my neck, bro. By the way, we didn't even lose a daily body of 103 for the record. The reason that 103 was being talked about was because behind the scenes, while everyone was capitulating, people were on my neck because I had mentioned in a previous live stream that 103, losing a daily body candle below 103, would be concerning to me. That's where I start to get concerned. And so, because everyone was messaging me, but Ski, help! That's why I was mentioning 103. But if you watch the video all the way to the end, I gave the clear bet. It's the last 10 seconds, $95,000, daily body close below that, and I will shave my beard. And if I'm wrong, I'll come on here like a man and pay my debts. A Lannister pays his debts. Your new name is 103. Sound good? My name is Ski. You still have the same targets for Flux? I do. You still think the 25 cents still plausible this run? I sure do. I like VeChain. Is that not distribution on ETH? Even if you're right, 7 waves to the downside, this would be your buying climax. Sure. You want to say this is micro distribution, this is your markdown. That's your buying climax. On top of 300 days of support. Can you go over again? I just joined. All my videos, all my live streams are on YouTube forever. You can go back and watch them all. Because the internet says still Q4 bull run. So, okay, I'll give you guys a quick recap. Ethereum, Solana, a lot of the altcoins are doing an Elliott wave. You have the main thing that happens is 5 waves, either up or down, and then you get an ABC correction. That's the main like structural theory behind Elliott waves. But you also get 7 crashing waves. We actually got this in the bear market. We got this with April. You get a 7-wave crashing structure. And this 99 out of 100 times marks a bottom. Okay? It doesn't mean like the bottom, but it marks a local bottom for sure. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. After that, you'll get this sort of move out of here. Okay? So to that, if I am correct, then yes. If I am invalidated, then no. Any new updates on Solnic? Solnic staking is still out. We are scheduled to finish the filming of the BYOB documentary spring of 2026. We are continuing to work. I'm working on some things behind the scenes that I can't talk about, but just know that they are very, very big, and you will see them on the charts. Also, I'm doing a trading challenge from $1,000 to $100,000. When I complete that challenge, I will be buying $50,000 worth of Solnic in one buy. And we're continuing all of the applications that we're developing, such as the casino, the lending protocol, the borrowing protocol, the swap app, all the bets app, all the stuff that we are developing is going to be ready and operational by the time the documentary is finished. So that's the latest on Solnic. As far as chart-wise goes, I think that we have just done our Wyckoff spring. We've still been in accumulation. I think that we're right here, basically. What's good, everyone? I thought Beard's supposed to be gone, but I didn't hear the daily close. You added that part to save the beard. I didn't. You just didn't watch the whole thing. Where are you? Shouldn't soul touch 140 before an increase. A daily body below 145 would invalidate my thesis. MJ, you watched me long enough to know that the hips don't lie. Shakira, Shakira, Shakira. The hips don't lie. Shakira, Shakira, Shakira. All right, guys. Quick one today. That's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. If you missed this live stream, the whole live stream and every one of my live streams, they're up forever on YouTube. YABOYSKEY. Ya boy ski. SKEY. Subscribe over there, hit that bell icon. You can watch all of my live streams. They live there forever, so if you miss it, no worries. Just hit the bell icon, and you'll never miss a video. I'm at Gayeski, GAJEWSKEY. You could search your boy Ski, but just make sure the handle says at Gayeski. on Twitter, at Skis Crypto on TikTok. I also have at your boy Ski, but I will never message you. At your boy Ski on Instagram. I will never message you. At your boy Ski on Facebook. I will never message you. If somebody messages you, guess what? It is not me. It's not me. It ain't me. I love you, but it ain't me. It ain't me. All right, go. That's going to be it for this time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first, God.